Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Venus retrograde reading for you. Now, before we begin this reading, I have an announcement. I am open to public readings, so if you're interested, I'm open to private readings. So if you're interested in a private reading, a meditation, and animal healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's linked in the description box below, and you can book your reading with me. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box as well. So now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of, Scorpio, during this Venus retrograde. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Prince of Pentacles reverse. There are going to be secrets that come forward, and they're around money or what we value as much as money. Now, the interesting thing with a retrograde, and this isn't to be a Venus retrograde, this isn't to be, alarmist or anything like that, is that scandals and hidden love affairs can come out during this time. So just be aware of that. Like, you can learn a bit of gossip from somebody that you're like, oh my gosh, seriously? I do see that. And we can kind of get really caught up in the gossip of things. So just be aware of this during this time. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have devoted. We are really going to be seeing with a Venus retrograde, which is a beautiful thing, what we are devoted to, what we love, what's really important to us. And this is a time of reconnecting with what our heart desires, what our heart needs. And so really seeing what we're devoted to is just going to be a beautiful thing. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay. So I love this. I love, love, love this reading. You have love coming in a very big way, Scorpio. You're also represented by the cups in the minor arcana. So the Queen of Cups represents you. The Ace of Cups is a gift of love for you. The Two of Cups is healing, beautiful love. The minor arcana lovers card. So this is a really beautiful reading. Here with the Five of Wands, there's pettiness, there's gossip that we can be pulled into. Don't do it. You're not really going to get a lot out of it at all. This is why we're being told in what Spirit wants us to be mindful of. Beware of gossip, beware of gossip. So that's just going to be really important. This is a 40-day period that reflects on our relationships. It's from July 22nd to the 3rd of September. So it's a beautiful time. It's an intense time, but it's not a bad time. So let's talk about this astrologically speaking, Scorpio. Venus retrograde is in Leo for the first time in 8 years. So we haven't seen this energy in about a decade. So think back 8 years ago. Where were you? What was going on relationship wise? Because that can give us kind of a hint of how we're moving forward in this time. But there's a lot of healing going on here. We're being asked during a Venus retrograde, are we honoring ourselves in relationships? And that's a huge question. Now, Venus retrograde can also bring back old flames. It can have It can have healing power to the past, bring back old flames, heal old relationships, but also let us move forward. And this doesn't have to be romantically. This can be wanting to connect with people from the past. Like we get this strong urge, oh, I'm going to contact this person. I'm sending out an email, I'm sending out a letter. Do so during this time, because it's a beautiful time for connection. And even if they don't respond, that's okay. At least you put it out there into the universe. This is a time to rediscover our individuality and our self-worth. It is a time to reconnect with what's in our hearts and get back in touch with the passion in our lives and the beauty moving us forward. And we're doing that in a very big way. Now, the more serious side of a Venus retrograde in Leo, this can affect our spending habits. Okay. So we want to be seen, we want to be validated. I see this really manifesting for everybody during this time in going for big label things. Like we want brand names, we want top shelf, we want things to be high end. And if we can afford it, that's great. If we can't, we need to be very, very mindful of this. Even if we can afford it, there's going to be something that we're more drawn in to the experience of the acquisition in and of itself. So we want the sales clerks to dote on us. We want to be validated that, wow, look, you got what somebody else couldn't. And that's the energy that's going around here. We want to be validated by our purchases. And that's a dangerous road to go down. So just be aware of this during this time, Scorpio. It can also really alter our relationship with beauty, with fashion, with art, because we want to be seen, we want to be validated, we want to kind of go along with what everybody else is going along with. And if that's not in alignment with our hearts, we shouldn't go along with it. So just be aware of that. Also be aware, again, scandals, love affairs, those type of things come to light during a Venus retrograde. Not all the time, but they can. So just be aware of that. With the Queen of Cups, this is us. This is us embracing healing, beautiful love. This is us moving forward in a very compassionate, very loving, very connected way. We're connecting with our heart chakra. We're also connecting with our emotions, like what makes us tick, mostly our anger. And that can seem like a weird thing to be connecting with and say, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. But when we know that we're angry, when we know that something's frustrating us, when we know that we need to step back from something, that's called growth. Like that's a really powerful thing. And we're going to be very in tune with this. The color green, very, very, very important during this time. If we can have a piece of jade jewelry or green jewelry, periodite, jade, that's going to be very important. Also, rose quartz is a beautiful stone for us to have during this time as well. Embracing what we love, moving forward in love, not being swept away by others' emotions. We're very much aware of the emotions of others, but we're not going to be pulled into them. We're not going to be defined by other people. And that's a really big thing. We are moving forward in compassion, but remember, with a Venus retrograde, we have to honor ourselves and the relationship that we have with ourselves. So be mindful. Don't put anybody above you, but also don't put yourself above anybody else. So just remember that. Just that kind of even, beautiful playing ground, that sense of I am honoring myself and I am embracing my desires within my life. That's going to be a very big thing. We are also connecting with healing. This is going to be a time where we release a lot of negativities, a lot of hurts, a lot of pains. But in order to release them, they do come up. So we can sit there and be like, wow, I haven't thought about that in years. Or, oh my gosh, I didn't realize that affected me so much. So just be aware of that energy. We're crowning ourselves in the softer element of the what is it? Of the root chakra, but also of the heart in Qigong. So pink, again, rose quartz, pink, pink instead of red is going to be very important. Just a sense of soothing it, connecting with what we love, but knowing that it's a gentle approach we need to take. The green, that I see as vibrant. Like it can even be like a deep, vibrant, Kelly green or emerald green. But the pink, I see this as needing to be softer. When we connect with the heart energy, especially when embracing the Qigong energy, the meridian points within ourselves, a softer energy for the heart is just going to be so beautiful. And remembering to wrap our heart in joy, wrap our heart in smiles, wrap our heart in the connection of what we love. This is going to be a time of healing. I mean, really, you can get letters in the mail that you're just like, wow, I haven't heard from this person in forever, or, on Facebook or, on any social media. Like, I'm just seeing things that it's like it's a way to connect with people that you haven't seen in such a long time. So there's that beautiful energy there as well. It doesn't have to be romantic relationships. It can just be relationships, people from the past that you're like, wow, I haven't connected with that person, or I haven't heard from that person in a really long time. And it starts to change your energy vibration. There's a real sense of healing moving you forward. There's a sense of moving towards what you love, what you desire, what's important to you. There's also a sense of the sacred masculine and the sacred feminine coming together and you finding balance within yourself. This Venus retrograde is going to be intense, yes, but it's also calling you to see you, to say, what is it that I want and what is it that I need? For some of you, Scorpios, you're going to be falling in love. You are, or you're going to be strengthening the love that you're in. And that's going to be really life changing. It really is. It's moving towards your devotion. It's really saying, what do I want? What's important to me? And you're being very real with yourself, very open, very honest. The repeat of the number two, relationship number, right? Two people coming together. There's also a sense here of creativity. There's more creative energy around you, inspiration, ideas, moving you forward. The Two of Wands, doors are opening. You can get very caught up in looking at the future and saying, oh, this is what I want the future to be. When the doors are opening, look at today, maybe tomorrow, but don't plan too far in advance. This is a fantastic time to sit in the energy of what you want, kind of really embracing manifestation. During a Venus retrograde, you can connect with your heart in ways you hadn't imagined. You can let yourself open up to what you love and what you desire. But there's a real sense here of opening the doors. It's like saying, this is what I want. Where can it lead me? Like, this is what I want. How can it guide me forward? Where is it that I need to be? What is it that I want? What is it that I love? What is it that I desire? And it starts to be a game changer in a very big way. The Two of Wands is looking at things differently. We have been looking at things through a distorted lens, like almost through a crystal ball, right? And now it's looking at things and it's holding the future in our hands, but it's looking out over the horizon and saying, this is where I am right now. What do I desire? What am I creating? What am I moving forward in? Where do I need to be for me? And what do I need to open in my life to move me forward? With the Ace of Cups, this is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of healing, beautiful love. And we're taking it. This is a sacred gift for us. Again, we're represented by the cups in the minor arcana. The Ace of Cups is embracing what we love. The Ace of Cups is embracing healing, embracing connection. You know, this can be a time that brings forward a lot of tears, a lot of release. And the tears, they don't have to have a meaning. It can just be, wow, I'm overwhelmed, or wow, that was intense, or wow, I hadn't seen it that way before, or I don't know why I'm crying, but I just want to listen to a sad song and cry, to let go of everything that has been bottled up. This is going to be a time of great release. This is going to be a time where everything that we've pushed down, pushed down, pushed down is let up and let go. And it can be that we need to do this multiple times, and it can be that the Ace of Cups will come up again because we always have things that we've pushed down that we need to let go of, that we need to kind of look at ourselves in a different way with. And we're taking this gift. We're leading forward in love, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and in the, in that original, or in that rendition of the tarot, the cups are seen as the Holy Grail, and the Holy Grail is said to be, whether you believe it or not, it doesn't matter, but it's said to be the cup that caught the blood of Christ when he was crucified. And so that's a very sacred, relic throughout history. People have searched for it, people have, claimed to have had it or have it. And it's just a mythos that has grown and grown and grown. What it is here is what is sacred to us, what are we devoted to, that we hold forward in our lives, that we love, and that we're moving forward in that love, in that passion with. And it brings us to the Five of Wands. We're really not into arguments, pettiness, chaos, bickering. Just be aware of that. With the Five of Wands, it's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this. People are really going to want to pull us into their petty squabbles. That's cool. Good for them. Don't do it. Also with also office gossip and that kind of stuff. Don't get involved. It can really isolate you And you can feel isolated because you're not getting involved with the gossip and the pettiness of other people. But remember, that's okay. It is okay. You are moving forward more towards where you need to be. There's also a sense here of like letting go of a lot of things that had angered you before, like being quickly angered. And now it's like, no, you know what? That's petty. You know what? That's insignificant. It won't matter 5 days from now. It definitely won't matter 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years from now. I'm moving forward. And there's going to be this real shift in I'm not getting involved with other people's trauma. I'm not even getting involved with my own trauma. I'm moving forward and I'm looking at the horizon and I'm embracing healing above all else. This, again, the most fantastic time for meditation. This is the most fantastic time for healing, for embracing grace, for, kind of slowing down and really saying, what do I love? And making love this powerful focus in your life. Doing everything with love, Scorpio, is going to change your world. Even getting dressed with love, tying your shoes with love, just chanting the word love, love, love over and over and over, letting it become part of the river that runs inside of you, right? Part of the beating of your heart. Love, love, love. That's going to be one of the most powerful things you can possibly do. And during this Venus retrograde, it's going to lead you forward in a way that is extraordinary. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message. And this is the death card reversed. This is us. So we can have a tendency, we're represented by the death card in the major arcana. We can have a tendency to get in our own way. We're shining so brilliantly, but subconsciously, we can get pulled down by gossip, by pettiness. We can, we can get in our own way. We can overthink, we can overanalyze, we can overfeel things. And instead of saying, I'm moving forward in love, we can really let others' emotions take over our own hearts. So just be aware of that. Our subconscious spirit message is hope reversed. We have to remember to have hope. We have to remember to let ourselves hope, to hope in our hearts, to hope moving forward. Remember when Pandora opened, Pandora's box, opened the box, the only thing that was left after everything was leashed unto the world was hope. And that is what we need to hold on to, the hope within ourselves, the hope to move us forward, the hope in tomorrows. Hope is very important. And at times, subconsciously, we can lose hope, we can become nihilistic, we can doubt, we can fear, and that's just human. But remembering the hope for the future, remembering the healing within ourselves and the love that's around us, that's so important. And it brings us to our subconscious tarot message. This is the Page of Wands, being students of our passion, of what we desire, of our sacral chakra, also of our fears. Sitting there looking, what's holding me back? What am I afraid of? What makes me freeze? What makes me doubt? How do I need to move forward for me? Spirit is going to be handing us a lot of messages. It's time to take them, right? What we're going to see is like there are going to be certain things that happen, Scorpio, and it's like, is that a message or is that a coincidence? Take it as a message. Take it as a message because I'm just hearing Spirit constantly whispering, but it's like constantly answering your wishes through whispers. And that's also one of the things that we're having a bit of a hard time here with the death card reverse is that we're not connecting with our ability to walk between worlds, the spirit world and the earthly world. They are so interchangeable to us almost. We are born connected to both, and that can be very overwhelming to us. So this is a time where we're connecting with that energy, and we can be really resistant of that superpower that we have. So let your passion shine forward. Know that there are doubts, know that there are fears, yes, but move forward in what you love and move forward in letting your passion shine. Tapping on your tailbone just like this, that's going to be so beneficial. And also over your kidneys, it's so beneficial just to release negative energy, to move you forward to what you love, to what you desire, to really, just feeding that passion in your life. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.